Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Roger and this is part 28 of Donkey Kong Country Returns. Let's start. Alright, let's find all the puzzles in World 2. Starting with 2-1. Alright, first puzzle right up here. Alright, here we go, secret. Alright, here we are. Let's do this secret. Okay. Now you check all, like, secret. Nice, get this grab. Turn it over. And that gives you a puzzle. Interesting. Alright, it's puzzle there. Fire this down and you get it. Alright, it's puzzle right in there. Alright, I'm gonna blow that up. I'm gonna roll up here. And there's a secret there. Alright, here we are. Get this. Watch out for that. Here we go. Can I get those? Alright, cool. Okay, cool. That was awesome. Got a puzzle. And let's go to the next one. Alright, this is 2-2. Let's find all the puzzles. Alright, we're gonna grab this barrel. We're gonna go back all the way over here. I'm gonna bust this open for the first one. Alright, back that down. Grab that one. Alright, blow that and it's a puzzle there. Alright, it's a puzzle here. And get the squids and get it. Alright, I'm gonna bust that down and make our way over for this puzzle. Alright, secret here. Let's get this right next to N. Let's get all those. Alright, here we go. Get that one. Get the puzzle. Awesome. Let's get this one. Alright, here we go. We gotta go here and get the last puzzle. Alright, here we are. 2-3. Let's find some puzzles. Right, one right here. Alright, I'm gonna clear this bunch and get a puzzle. Alright, puzzle right up here. And then a puzzle right down here. Alright, don't get that. I'm gonna go over here and get a secret. Alright, here we are. Let's get the last puzzle here. Just gonna do this. Get these. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's get these 2 lines if I can. And then get the puzzle right over here. Awesome. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, 2-4. Let's get puzzles. Alright, fire this down, get a puzzle. Alright, blow that and you get a puzzle. Alright, fire that barrel down there. This one pops up so you can get this puzzle here. Alright, I'm gonna fire a barrel so we get one here. And we can blow this open and blow that so we can go in a secret. Alright, here we go. Get all the bananas here. Just gonna go up so I can get all those. Just like that. Get that one. Get them. Oh, by my head. Alright, it's fine. We still get those. Get that coin. And we make it over here. Get a puzzle. And we make it to the next one. Alright, when you ground pound this, get a puzzle. Alright, we're gonna grab this barrel. And bring it all over here. So we break that open to get this puzzle. Alright, we're gonna need to grab this barrel. And bring it all over here. And we need to get a thing with this barrel. Alright, wait there. Wait here. And go over here. Wait for that. And then we break this open for secret. Alright, here we are. Let's get this. Very tricky to get through this with all those explosions. Alright, go that. Get that. And then the puzzle. Awesome. Next puzzle. Alright, 2-5. Let's find all the puzzles. Alright, climb the grass up here. This is the first puzzle. Alright, I'm gonna ground pound this secret down here. Yeah, right over here. Alright, here we are. Let's collect all these bananas. Right over here. Just on this side. Get those. Get that. Get that one. Right there. The top ones out of the way. Get this. Get those. Get that one. There's the puzzle. Awesome. Just got it. Awesome. Alright, let's shoot up there. Alright, barrel that down and get a puzzle here. Alright, it's a puzzle right over here. Alright, this is 2-6. Let's find all the puzzles. Alright, I'm gonna compound this for a secret over here. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna play out all the bananas here. Just like that. Okay. Get those. Make our way up. Just like that. Get those ones. Get that, and then the last one there. Then we get a puzzle. Just like that. Next puzzle. Alright, we compound here. And there's our puzzle there. Alright, we jump up here for a puzzle. Alright, we get this puzzle there. Alright, we compound that, get that puzzle. Alright, here we are. 2-7. Let's find all the puzzles. Alright, it's one right at the beginning right there. Alright, fire that down, get a puzzle there. Alright, secret here. Let's go right. Alright, here we are. Right in here. Okay, be careful here. Okay. Get those. Get those. Get them. Get that. Okay. Get that. Get those. And get the puzzle. Okay, that was pretty tricky, but we got it. Nice. Nice puzzle right here. Nice puzzle shaking a box here. Nice. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can do this in one try and clear all the puzzles here. Alright, there's a puzzle right there. Alright, there's a puzzle in this jar. Alright, I'm gonna get this puzzle and die. I'm gonna jump on this guy, go over here. And get a puzzle there. Alright, compound a puzzle there. Yeah, that's it for this episode. I'll see you in the future.